Pamela, we're going to go into the food pantry for York Township, and you're going to give us a quick tour. So, which direction are we going?
Let's go this way, right down the hall.
I'll let you know. Oh, wait for me. Wait for me.
We're gonna go in through our back hall here. This is our back stock room. Most of what we have up front is we have the cases of back here that we order from the food bank. We keep shelves. It looks like a little mini grocery store. Little variety of everything. More cases on the top, so we rotate our stock just like a grocery store does. We have some big freezers in the back, as well as more freezers up here. So this is all of our back stock of like dry goods and canned goods, boxed goods. And then when we come around to this side is where our refrigerators and freezers are. This is where we keep our meat. We order 2 trucks a month from the Northern Illinois Food Bank, so we stock up on meat as well as all of this other stuff that you see. And we just give every client some that comes in, gets whatever they can use, some chicken, beef, pork, whatever we have. And that just constantly comes and goes.
And you have how many of these freezers now?
We have 5 freezers and 2 refrigerators.
All this size?
The ones that are bigger in the back, and these are the other 3 regular.
Okay.
We have 2 bigger ones. We're trying to even get some more to replace these to make them bigger. We have bakery here. We get fresh bakery daily from the grocery stores like Ultra and Jewel, and bread as well. So this is where we keep our stock of it.
And all of those bakery goods and products, they're still edible. I mean, they have not expired.
Absolutely, they're most of them they're dated today. So they're so that's.
And you'll get them out today, so it'll be perfect.
Gone, right. Same with the bread. Okay. There's bread that's all dated today. That'll be gone by the end of the day probably as well.
Okay.
We have another room here for all of our pastas and our cans, soups, fruits, vegetables. If you want to come with me, canned meats. I try and keep everything in organized so we know exactly where. If you know you're out of corn, it's going to come. You're going to come back to this section. If you're out of peanut butter, you're going in that back room. So I keep everything here so that everybody knows. Here's our condiments. So we just keep restocking, keep buying more. It's a constant flow. It never stops. We usually get probably 4 to 5 skids every 2 weeks of food. So we're looking at, I think last year we did like 95,000 pounds of food that we got in and out from the food bank. That's just what we purchased.
95,000
pounds of food. That's what we ordered from the food bank. That doesn't include all the donations that we get, food drives that we get. People donate either food or they can donate money, and that's where we purchase our food from the food bank with, because it's a very reasonable rate. It's not like us going to the grocery store. And schools do food drives. They companies, individuals, kids, Girl Scouts, whoever, anybody comes. Nothing is tax funded here. It's all donated money.
And the recipients of the food that need it, they are charged zero.
Zero. Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Yes, and they sign up at the beginning of the year, like they just put their name and address, and they have to show us that they live in York Township, whether it be Villa Park, Lombard, Oakbrook Terrace, any of our towns, and then we give them a little punch card, and they can come every month, and they come on that day, and then they can come back next month, and we just punch their card, and they can shop, and then while they're shopping, we give them their freezer meats.
Do they have to prove need?
No.
No.
So
it's the honor system.
Actually, right. They have to put down their income, and we go by the state monthly guideline for income guidelines, and they have to be under that income level. So they have to fill it out on the application. They have to qualify, but that would be it. They just have to put it on there.
Great. Let's see what else is here.
Okay. This little section here, we just try and keep everything, like I said, separated. This is all things to drink, so it's just coffees and sodas and juice boxes for kids, and just random whatever comes in or whatever I can order from the food bank. That's what we do. And then here is our little we call it our little toiletry room. We order medicines, over-the-counter medicines and toiletries and soaps and whatever we can from our food bank. This is the biggest area where we probably are hurting as far as not the medicines, but toilet paper, paper towel, shampoo, toothpaste, all of the basic necessities that we use every day and that people can't buy with their food stamps. So we try and supply as much as we can, because most of our clients will get food stamps, but that's only good for food.
Okay.
So how do they get toilet paper? You know,
Right.
So
Or diapers.
or diapers. Yes, we have that whole section in the back. We have adult and baby diapers.
Right, right.
Baby formula, as much as whatever we can get from the food bank, we will order that I need. Some months it's there, some months it's not. I'll get something else. We just keep a constant flow going.
Now help me understand, when, let's say I come in and I want to get some food for my family and I'm here alone, walk me through what happens. Am I going to have to stand outside and wait, or?
No. Would you like to go to the front area?
Sure.
Okay. You can follow me. We'll go to the front. We'll go in from the other way. But here's where our clients first come. They come in through the front door. They come into the front desk. This is our hub, if we have it, for the whole building. This is where they sign up for the food pantry. They sign a little sign-in sheet which attests that they're, under that income level and where they live and how many people are in their household. So once they sign in here with the girls, we punch their card right here, and they sign in, and we give them their grocery bags, and we say, help yourself.
Okay.
There's also, on certain days, what I didn't tell you is certain days that we get produce from Jewel. So on any one of those given days, there'll be carts right here where you're standing with produce, boxes of produce, just certain
Fresh
days.
fruit and
Fresh
vegetables.
fruits and vegetables.
Nice.
Yeah, it's wonderful. Now this door is always open when we're open, so this is where the client actually shops. This is the pantry.
Now I'm bringing behind me a wagon or something, right?
Yeah, you're gonna put the wagon right here, because otherwise there's not too much room. So we kind of leave your wagon here. You take your bags and you shop. It needs to be restocked, obviously, right now. But you take a grocery bag full of food. You take a plastic, like the Jewel bags, take as much bread and desserts as you want. You take another plastic bag, and this is where we put all our toiletries and stuff. And the cereal, that all goes in another plastic bag. While they're shopping in here doing this, we're going to the back room where the freezers were and filling up a bag with meat for them.
Okay.
So then by the time they're done, we come out and we just set it down in their wagon. When they're done, if there was the produce, help yourself to the produce, and off they go. They end up leaving with a wagon full.
So you're helping them by putting the protein on their diet,
Right.
and they're pulling up these other
right.
items that are on the shelf.
Exactly.
And they get a chance to pick what they like or what they will eat, so it's not
Right.
wasted.
Right. So, instead of just giving them a box of food, whatever comes in, we call it client choice here. Let the client pick what they want. Some, may not want the macaroni and cheese you're going to put in there. They'd rather have extra cans of soup, that's for example. Some people are out of something for one, they need fruits or vegetables this month. They don't need fruit, so why are we going to, just give them what they may not need? I'd rather them take what they want, fill up the bag, and it's everything that they've picked themselves.
Okay, so when I come in here, that's for this week, this month?
It's a month. It's once a month.
Once a month.
Yeah, which isn't enough. All of our clients this is just like a portion of what they get, because they're usually, all of them either are on food stamps. They use other food pantries. We have a referral sheet that we give them, and we encourage them to use other pantries. If you live in Lombard, here's the ones in your town. If you live in Villa Park, here's the ones. What we try and make people do is, if they don't have food stamps and they just rely only on pantries, we say, try and come here this week. Go to the church on Villa next week, or go here. You know what I mean? And there's a few of them that take care of everybody in the county. So there's several places that they can go. Or just that they have income, but it's just not enough to supplement. So this is just like a little extra that they can get help with. Okay. And on the holidays, we always do a little more. We try and give them turkey dinners and ham dinners. We get a lot of things donated from companies, and we buy from the food bank as well. Sometimes they have specials for the holidays.
So people in the communities throughout York Township, whether it's a social organization, a community group, who wishes to help the food pantry, how do they do that?
Absolutely. All they need to do is contact us. I mean, it's as easy as you can. If they want to do a food drive, they do it themselves. They can plan however they want to do it. They would just contact me and say, we have some food and we're going to drop it off, or we're going to, we'll make arrangements to go get it if it's, a lot and they can't drop it off. However they want to work it, they can do it. They can bring in, we'll take anything from, a little cute little senior lady will bring 2 cans of corn. That's her donation. That's beautiful.
Right.
As opposed to, or a school that'll bring in, boxes of food.
A van load or something.
Yeah, we appreciate and welcome any donations we can get because that's how we survive. It's all on donations.
Right.
So
And you're always checking the expiration dates. Everything here is
there's
good to
certain
serve.
right. There's certain things that can go a little bit longer. The food bank has guidelines for that, but for the most part, yeah. Like sometimes people will donate, stuff, and it's, so we have to kind of go through and look at the dates and if it's.
But you'll
outdated.
take care of that. You'll take
We
that
do it,
donation.
We'll do it, yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
we don't want to say, no, so we'll just get rid of it from here.
Okay.
This is it. This is how they can do once a month. This is which just like I said, it needs to be stocked right now because a client just left, so it's may look a little emptier than it usually is.
Well, that's good. They got
But
their food.
They got their food and they're off. So
It's
once
not
we
going to do any
restock
good on
that-
yourself, that's for sure.
No, exactly. See, like you can see where there's little holes, and that's what we do in between clients. We'll say, oh, here the granola bars is empty, so we'll fill up the granola bar section, and then same thing here with little cookies and snacks and whatever we have. So we kind of we know where everything is. There's a place for everything here, and we see when something's low, we just restock it right away.
Now look at this here.
That's the candy that needs to be restocked. Yeah.
But look at it. I mean, it's here.
Right.
That's an important
Yeah.
thing. John Valley was telling us a little bit about that.
Yes.
Explain that. Why that's here.
We have candy. It comes in most of the time for free. We can get it from the food bank or for, maybe $1 for a cake, like a big box, and it's mixed. The food bank probably gets all this stuff from grocery stores if it's like the packages are opened, like you could see like here, individuals.
Right.
But everything's wrapped. So we can get it for virtually nothing. And like John, that's his philosophy is why let these little kids not have something that any other kid just because their parents can't afford to buy them candy. But it's their choice again. We fill up this bin, which has got to be filled. And if the mom wants to take a handful or empty it into her bag, that's fine. If she doesn't, that's fine too. It's
Right.
all choice. We try this little section, we try and have little things like, little for kids' lunches, little
The crackers and
the
stuff.
crackers, and that's where we do the granola bars are a huge thing. Little individual cereals. We try and do just a little variety of this kind of stuff. In the summer, we'll get more, like juice boxes and stuff that kids can use for their school lunches. So we try and just make it as much of a variety as we can so that people can take what they need.
Well, it's a great service. You do a great service to the community.
Thank you.
And anything that people who are watching this can do to
Yes.
help you, I'm sure you'll recognize and support that as being something that is important to our community as a whole.
Absolutely. They can call our office or they can just drop by. We're open Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 4:30. You can come in anytime during that to bring donations in. And if you just give me a call if you need any more information, and I can walk you through it.
Well, it's getting close to lunchtime, and
Yes.
looking at all this food, I'm getting hungry.
Exactly.
So I'm going to cut you off.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you
thank
so
you.
much.
All right.
Okay.